Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2022 Taiwan Smart Manufacturing webinar. Market trends and business opportunities for smart production line solutions. My name is Chen Xu. It's my pleasure to be the MC for today on behalf of Bureau of Foreign Trade of MOEA. I'd like to extend our warmest welcome to all of you. We appreciate you for taking off your business schedule to join us today. And we hope you find today's webinar informative and fruitful. According to the development of nowadays, the market trends are more extended to smart production business opportunities, such as robot applications and smart automation system. To ensure that international buyers can quickly grasp the capabilities and advantages of Taiwan's smart machinery technology. This forum will invite 3 representatives from machinery field leaders to share their professional and marketing perspective on key technology. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. Cooper Chen, GM of New Yuming Machinery Company, to deliver the speech of the key technology and opportunities of footwear manufacturing machines.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? My presentation is the future development of the global footwear industry. I will give you a brief presentation. I'm Cooper Zhen. I'm from Yushen Technology. My presentation can be divided into 6 parts. I will talk about TISN, smart manufacturing, post-COVID development, smart tools, sustainability of our factories, and conclusion. First, I want to talk about TISN. It was established by the Taiwan Footwear Manufacturers Association. TISN's members include Mingzi Machinery, Yuming Group, and AI Tech. And we also have technical supporters, including Nanbao Group, Baihe Group, and AO Pass. Currently, with Nike, Converse, New Balance, Brooks, and On Running, we all have projects going on. And in the future, how can we help you? And why should we help you? I will explain it to you. Currently, shoes manufacturing factories have encountered a lot of questions, such as water consumption, such as conveying belt examination and cleanness, and how can we reach standardization in our industry in the future? They are the questions we are facing now. In terms of IoT, before and after the installation of IoT, what are the differences? Let me explain briefly. Currently, in our production lines, there is a question, that is, the production and planning are not connected. Next, on-site data is not real-time and accurate. especially in our production lines. We are still using men to record data. It's time-consuming. In terms of our coordination of our production and planning, we need real-time data in terms of production, quality, and materials. We need real-time data. The most important thing in our production line is quality. How can we trace the quality of our products is the problem we are facing now in mainland China, in Southeast Asia, and even in India in the future. With our system and equipment, you can establish a so-called war room for your production line. It can provide each machine's parameter and data real-time. From the screenshot on the right, you can see the consumption of CO2 and electricity. From the screenshot on the top left, you can see the parameter of each piece of machinery. On the screenshot from the left bottom, you can see real-time situation of each machine, such as the yield and OEE. It's loud and clear. The IoT Smart Production Line. In terms of IoT Smart Production Line, currently from cutting to stitching and to lasting machinery layout, we have accomplished 22 production lines, including those located in mainland China, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Taiwan. The production information flow has been bilaterally collected and monitored. Currently, we have already introduced other suppliers into the system, including material and mold suppliers, and 6 production lines are using our RFID system. The whole system can be used on VAMP, SOAM, and semi-products management. We use WIP online system. The system can record all information automatically to prevent human error, to reduce inventory and other labor force. We can reduce the indirect labor force. In those 3 screenshots, the left one, you can see the real-time monitoring of carbon emissions and real-time monitoring of power consumption. The middle one shows the instant device status. From the right one, we can get quality pass rate and production achievement rate. They are all the data we can get online right now. We can get our machine's operational data such as speed, temperature, pressure, etc. Whatever information our clients want to know from our production line, we can present it digitally. As to our production movement such as accumulation, material shortage, and even line balance, we also have the information. Currently, in terms of carbon footprint, product quality and product quantity, we can present the data. That's the reason why we create the war room in our app. What can we achieve with the IoT smart production line? Aside from the remote control system of our machines, we have material data management. It's very important for the shoe manufacturers. We can provide production data optimization analysis. In our production line, we have production line monitoring platform, such as the maintenance data and TPM. They will all be included. In terms of safety environmental monitoring, such as the abnormal alarms, machine condition analysis. And the last one is the management security level. It can be divided into the high-level management, the user management, and the maintenance management. In terms of the post-COVID era, what differences have we made? The following are the differences made in IoT smart production line which are different from the past. In the future, how can we put them into practice? Through real-time monitoring and IoT, we have upgraded our automation system. Aside from that, we have already connected to the warehouse automation system and ERP system. With the ERP information, we can better control the whole system. Because they are all done remotely, we created an AR system for such as new machines and for training as well. It's a built-in app which can shorten the training curve for the newcomers. This is what every shoe factory wants us to establish for them. In terms of smart tools, for instance, we are using RFID to provide automatic identification, starting from material input to the storage management, the shipping of the product, and ERP's management of the product, packaging, assembling, even cutting and stitching, and printing. Next, it can also provide security service of the factory. A very important point is that in the future, for the consumers and the client's warehouse, we can provide a very good tracing information. And we can provide a more exact control of the warehouse to prevent the stealing from the staff. Next, in terms of RFID for warehouse management, you can see from the slides that not long ago, we established the RFID system for a mold factory in Vietnam. Typically, a mold factory has 3 or 4 warehouses containing up to tens of thousands or a million molds. There are upper molds and lower molds. In locating a certain mode with RFID, we can save times for them from 3 days in the past to 2 hours right now. Everyone was amazed by that. As to preventive maintenance, we have created a system for it. Next, we have created a Line Alert app for machine maintenance. On each machine, there is a smart box which can transfer the machine's conditions to the app, such as when and what RFID has passed the machine with the conditions. On the left of the screen, you can see you need to do maintenance. What kind of maintenance? On the right, such as the production line number 1, which machine has abnormal situation. This is an advanced system to reduce human error and provide real-time interactive. Next, by using automated guided vehicle (AGV), we came up a very good idea. With AGV, we can standardize our labor tempo to reduce workers' human errors. Otherwise, it will slow down our production line speed. It can maintain the speed to keep good OEE and reduce fraction defective. Next is the Internet security. NetworkBox is a global leading Internet security company. It provides best and comprehensive solutions to the enterprises. NetworkBox has passed ISO 27001 certification. On 24th of last July, it secured the security of our network. Right now, we have 28 Internet Defense Center. So we will continue to support our IoT security project. Next. This slide shows that we have established 7 layers of protection to prevent Internet attack. This is our Security Operations Center (SOC). In 2018, TSMC was hacked and forced to stop operation. It suffered great losses. So we established SOC, the Global Defense Center. This is our information room. It collects real-time information and shows it on the screen. They will prevent hackers' attack. As to environment social governance, we have a sustainability item. In terms of power recycling, material recycling, social compensation and benefits, and even management, we have been following ESG's innovative idea to move forward. Here is the conclusion. Currently, what should we do? We began to select a regional area to install the IoT for the critical machine. For instance, we start from heating oven, so attaching stand and the chillers. Secondly, for the critical machines of a regional area, we provide electricity monitoring. We monitor CO2 emission data. Thirdly, we use RFID smart box to save human counts. We use RFID for material input and output automatic tracing. It is also connected to ERP system to provide better cost down effect. Last but not least is the Internet security. Now we have the OSC Global Defense Center. We collect our clients' R&D data and our own production data. We want to protect the data from any outside hackers' attacks. Judging from what I have presented, you will know the future development of our shoe manufacturing industry. Now it's our common goal. If you need any help, please don't hesitate to contact us. This is my presentation. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Mr. Chen, for the extraordinary sharing. Due to the COVID-19, the footwear industry has changed into a new era. On the other hand, that brings us a good chance to make the improvement to suit the situation, such as using IoT to record the carbon footprint, product quality, and product quantity, and to link with ERP, which could enhance the management of factory, and also using AR for the product education. Likewise, to reduce the defect loss and lower the cost by smart system is another important issue that grabs the attention. I believe everyone finds the presentation insightful. For now, let's welcome Mr. Xinzhe Ting, Deputy Director of Gallant Precision Machining Company, to deliver the speech on the solution and application for smart manufacturing to improve productive of facilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sizhe Ding from the Gallant Precision Machining Company. I'm honored to attend the 2022 International Technical Webinar. My topic is the solution and application for smart manufacturing to improve productivity of facilities. My agenda can be divided into two parts. The first one is the application of smart transportation. Currently, we are using automated transportation to replace human labor. The second one is the application of smart machine for current equipment, including preventive maintenance, and I will share some case studies with you. Before giving my presentation, I will briefly introduce GPM Group. The company was founded in 1978. It has been 44 years. The company has had a lot of successful business projects with companies around the world. Among them, there are many world-known companies. Currently, GPN's businesses are focusing on three areas. The first one is display. The second one is semiconductor. The third one is smart automation system. They are GPM's main business areas. In semiconductor area, our key products are grinder, AOI, Pika, etc. In display area, we focus on grinding, cleaner, lamination, AOI, and prober applications. In smart manufacturing area, based on AGVS, we provide integrated smart shipment for the whole factory. The second one is IDMS. It stands for Intelligent Diagnosis Management System. Through add-on sensors and systems, we can upgrade current equipment and make them smarter. The third one is robot processing system. They are the three parts we are focusing in smart manufacturing area. Next, the application of smart transportation. Nowadays, the industry needs one-stop playing and integration of software and hardware, so GPM provides transportation system playing. There are all kinds of transport equipment. We will provide the most suitable system according to the client's requirements. The second part is the warehouse stock equipment or the flow stock inventory. With transport equipment, they can provide an automation effect. The third one is we will plan automation equipment according to the client's requirement. So the smart transportation consists of transport, stacker, and automation equipment. We will also integrate the label dispatch system with the client's system. On the top, you can see various cases provided by GPM, such as oven automation. This was designed according to the client's production requirements. Later on, I will explain with the case. The second one is event automation. The third one is warehouse with flow stock inventory. They will use AGV to do automatic input and output. The fourth case is E-rig. Some factories don't have enough space to accommodate flow stock inventory. In that case, we will use E-rig with AGV to improve the production efficiency. The fifth one is about in some small area, we need to use OHAGV to do the transportation. The last one is in the material warehouse, especially for the hazardous material. We will use this kind of equipment in the semiconductor factories. The whole smart transportation application can be divided into these parts according to the customer's requirements. For instance, here, in the intra-bay transportation, we have e-fan automation. It can meet 8 inches and 12 inches cassette. As to e-rack automation, it can also handle 8 inches and 12 inches cassette. We also have a small floor stock inventory to have automatic input-output capability. The second part is inter-bay transportation. In the semiconductor industries, there is parts for material transfer. And for cross-building transportation, we use this kind of equipment. The third part is the box trolley AGV. The AVG can reach certain points in the factory. In this part, it focuses on the smart warehouse to integrate upstream and downstream material transportation, such as parts ASRS. It can combine automatic input of material. For instance, when the workers in the clean room want certain material, they can key in on the computers, and the warehouse can send the material to the clean room with this kind of a system. Later on, I will explain it with a real case. At last, AGV can be used to replace human labor to transport materials. It can also be used to do other tasks, such as the facility patrol. Without human intervention, with AGV to do the patrolling, we can greatly increase efficiency. We can also add firefighting, remote monitoring, and cleaning services on it. I will use a real case to explain it. We use the smart warehouse as the core of the project to improve a factory's production efficiency. In this case, all the AGVs were GPN's products. I want to explain the client's problem first. Nowadays, in the fab, when the engineers in the clean room want to get some kind of material or parts, they have to go out of the clean room first. They have to take off the clean chute and then go to the warehouse to get the parts they want, and then they have to walk back to the clean room. It takes 1 or 2 hours for them to get the materials or parts they want. In order to save time of 1 or 2 hours, the factory did a project to connect the automation system between the clean room and the warehouse. Now the engineers in the clean room can go to the dispatching station and ask for the parts they want. The workers in the warehouse will get the instruction, and they will fetch the parts the engineers want, and use AGV to send the parts go to the clean room. It can greatly improve their production efficiency. Another important point here is that the warehouse is located in the middle. It is connected to the supplier self-service feed. It's carried out automatically, so the client can save time and labor to receive the supplier's parts and materials. With barcode and the automatic system, they can automatically inventory the material received, so it can connect the upper and the lower stream. It's a typical application of smart warehouse. The second application of smart warehouse is the transportation of chemical buckets. Just like a bucket shown here, containing strong acid or strong base, it's hazardous material. In the past, we used workers to use trolley or forklift to move the hazardous material. Nowadays, we use AGV to move the hazardous material. This idea is similar to the previous one. The warehouse is located in the middle. It connects to the input, the supplier self-service feed, and it also connects to the units which the material will be used. When it receives instructions from downstream, they will use AGV to move the material to the location. So it connects upstream and downstream to increase efficiency. Here is another new application of it. Because the client changed their production process, it introduced the new 5G production line. The size of cassette is increased, so it's too heavy for workers to move it. Therefore, the client introduced the automatic loading and unloading process. With the new oven, they greatly improved their production capability. The old oven had only one layer, one space in it. They have to use worker to load and load manually. With the new oven, there are two layers of working space. Even in the old factory, because there are two spaces in the new oven, they can improve their production capability by twofold. At the same time, they also use AGV to replace manual loading and unloading to eliminate all possible dangerous factors. And with human labor, there is idle time. With automatic loading and unloading, you can prevent waiting and idle time to increase your production efficiency. This is the application of oven automation loading and unloading. As I have already mentioned earlier, aside from transporting materials, it can be used for other tasks, such as real-time monitoring and firefighting. It's the value of AGV's other applications. Aside from Smart logistics and transportation application. Let's talk about how can we upgrade our current equipment to make it smarter. Currently, we are using add-on sensors and systems to our current machine to achieve preventive maintenance and diagnostic functions. Is the most used method to achieve our goals. In order to quickly upgrade our current equipment and make it smarter, GPN can provide both software and hardware solutions. In terms of software, we have our own software system to gather the data collected by the sensors. We can use this platform to gather the data and analyze the data. We use machine learning to provide a very convenient way to achieve the goal. We can collect the data and then we record the data and analyze it to find out the features of it. The engineers can mark the special features, and when we meet the same signals, we know what to do next time. It's a very convenient way to do it. In addition to software and machine learning applications, GPN has developed its own vibration sensors. There are wired and wireless sensors. They can be used according to the factory's requirement. The size of the vibration sensor is only as large as a $5 coin. It's relatively small. As to the software platform, the core algorithm was totally developed by us. It can analyze the spectrum and frequency. We also developed the algorithm for the rotary devices. Now, let me explain its actual application. It is used on robot systems. It's chiefly used on the monitoring manufacturing industry because its production is around the clock. The problem is, if a robot breaks down and if there's no backup system, then they might suffer great losses. So our clients want to have a health diagnostic system to provide monitoring functions to prevent unexpected shutdown. So we provide a solution. We put the solution on the component which is susceptible to breakdown to continually monitoring its function. You can see this is a real case. We monitor the system. If there is an abnormal situation, then we can see the rising curve. With this platform, our clients can learn the abnormality trend. In that way, they know what components to prepare and to use the next maintenance period to do necessary repairing and maintenance jobs. With our sensors, smart sensing platform, we can help our clients to learn the equipment's abnormality in advance to do necessary preparation. Now, let me explain the next case. It's the application on dry pumps of the semiconductor industry because the semiconductor industry requires accuracy. Our clients wanted to monitor their production quality. In the past, old dry pumps were not equipped with sensors, so we use add-on vibration sensors on old dry pumps to monitor their abnormality. If there's anything wrong, engineers can take actions to repair it. Otherwise, it will affect production environment and reduce the yield. So it's very important to monitor the dry pump's condition. The last case is its application on the packaging industry. It's used on the chip problem. Why do we need this kind of add-on sensors on the system? The equipment is used for selecting chips. When it's in operation, the speed is very fast. So, stability is very important for the operation of the platform. Otherwise, it will affect its quality. So for the components of the equipment, we put add-on sensors on them to monitor if there is any abnormality on them. Please see the chart on bottom left. On the left of the chart, you can see that the equipment is in normal operation. On the right, the operation is abnormal. So, with this kind of add-on sensors, our clients can monitor the equipment's condition and ensure the production quality. That's all for my presentation on GPM's cases. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Ting, for the remarkable presentation and discussion on the advantage of the smart machine and share valuable experiences. Meanwhile, Mr. Ting also highlighted the application of smart transportation, such as factory supplies reserve, to help the supplier's material moving from the warehouse to the destination. This arrangement can efficiently improve productive efficiency. At the same time, there's a main point of increasing efficiency, either the additional purchase or upgrades of the equipment. For example, the chemical bucket automation could help the handling of dangerous goods, increase the safety of the working environment. I believe everyone must add inspiring ideas. For the last session, it's our great pleasure to have Mr. Peter Pan, Director of Robotic Automation LOB, Delta Electronic, as our speaker, to share about the new opportunities for smart robotic automation system solutions sharing. Now, let's welcome Mr. Pan to introduce more about the topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Peter Pan from Data Electronics. Today, I'm very pleased and honored to have the chance to share with you about Delta Smart Robotic Automation System, which already installed and shared to the industry. Today, our agenda will cover three portions. Number one, we'll introduce to ladies and gentlemen about the data in industrial automation situations. And then we will share the smart robotic automation system for industrial upgrading in order to much closer to the smart manufacturing. And last, we will provide you how to implement so-called cyber physics and the future of the smart manufacturing that we can use the simulation technology to enhance the production efficient and to prevent from the unnecessary waste. First of all, about our data industrial automation. And at the beginning, we would like to present you our mission. Through our advanced automation technology with value-added innovation, and we can elevate our living environment for all the humankind. And as you all might know, it's not so easy to cover the whole range, but data to do the several tens of years effort and to cover from the bottom to the upper side. As you can see from this slide, we will cover as much as possible based on our existing cover. For example, for the system equipment portions, we have already provided all kinds of industrial automation modules, components, subsystems, and of course, including robot system and smart machine. And all these machine, robot system, and related modules and component, we are also at the same time build up the Internet of Things that we can use our sensing capability, sensing key component, and hook up to the old factory control and to build up a smart internet, well-connected networking factories. And not only that, we can also connect our operating technology through internet operating technology together. Also, the information technology that can support us to integrate the commercial information together to the manufacturing information together and to do the data analysis and optimization. So that can really welcome and seamless connected to the future smart manufacturing. And not only the necessary technology from time to time and the product solution from time to time, our core competence that can make sure the smart manufacturing to be secure and ready from time to time can not only provide a good solution, but support to our partners, our supply chain, our value chain, and our customers, partners, all together's value chain through our excellent design and our experienced team with the prompt response to the customer need. As we are working very hard based on our core competence to satisfy our customer. The customer certification is the top, we said, top golden rule that we need to working for all the time to achieve. But through the design, we of course need to base on our manufacturing at the same time to keep the optimized cost efficient. And as I just mentioned, from the customer viewpoint, we of course need to support the customer to be success. So through our instant, real-time, and global service and solution support is very, very critical and important. Then we would like to share with you about our smart robotic automation system for industrial upgradings. In this portion, we will introduce our industrial robots and integrated robot workstation, or you can call solution, which can really fully understand customers' demand, customers' pain points, customers' problem that can help them and to make their investment to be worse. So based on our case sharing, hopefully can let everybody, when facing to the same problem, can share the solution together. So as we can understand and probably suffer a lot of challenges to our industry, to our society. For example, the production now is not anymore. One order can produce maybe more than several months, even 1 year. But now, maybe within 1 day, several different kinds of order need to be changed. So the small volume, large variety production really impacts a lot and cause the production investment hesitating. So how can we build up a small manufacturing production line in order to allow the new production style can be still survive and the manufacturer, the companies still willing and dared to invest and to keep the factory and the company efficient. And as just mentioned, the product cycle time is also another big challenge. The product cycle time much shorter is another issue need to be solved. And as you probably also recognize that the labor shortage and the society aging, the labor work and the birth rate declining situations that makes difficult for people to work in the factory. So how to create and provide a friendly working environment in order to, at the same time, solving the impact from the aging and declining birth rate, and in order to build up a environmental sustainable society is what also Delta very, very careful and very precious for. So this is also why we are working very hard about the global manufacturing challenges in order to provide the suitable solutions to solve the problem, not only for our company, for the whole industrial and society, as to be a sustainable enterprise. So let's focus on the smart manufacturing trend and let's see if our related solution sharing meet with the trend. And I think that it's easy to know most of the giant countries are working very hard on these portions, particularly from Taiwan viewpoint, due to Taiwan mechanical industry used to have a very good achievement. So Taiwan, the 5+2, the first mission is to build up the smart machine in order for the smart manufacturing can be much more effective. And also the benefit for Taiwan's smart machine support by Delta Smart Manufacturing hopefully can work excellently to help not only big organizations, but also small, medium-sized enterprises. And as you can see from this slide, the electronics industry brings automation and industrial robot demands a lot, and which also is a very core capability, core competence. Delta Electronics self has a lot of production sites belonging to electronics manufacturing industry. So we particularly can share display technology related, consumer electronic related, Internet of Things related, and automotive electronic related, based on our originally and now hopefully efficient and flexible, combined with not only traditional robotics concept, but advanced new sensor fusion technology into our robot system, medium, small size, much more human operation scope like robot solutions. As here you can see, we start from the SCAR robot and then right away with our 6 articulate robot. These two medium, small size robot we are working is much more closer to the human operating scope. Okay, it's our honor to share with you our Scholar robot. As you can learn from the Scholar is actually a selectable compliance robot arm that which can very much easier to compliance to the electronics, for example, application, the insertions that require compliance functions that can fit the electronic parts that is not so well organized, but still can successfully assembly completed with the PCB board. And how can we do that? Of course, we need to provide excellent repeatability, linearity, and verticality. And not only that, the sensor is all necessary with the sensor fusion with the visual system and so on. We can provide a multiple teaching method, and the intuitive teaching user interface is very important. And one of the very important point is Delta Scala robot is different from others that we can provide electronics application and easy to use, and not only the standard 4-axis, but also 3 to 5. And later we can introduce you how we can use Scala robot for electronics industry much more easier and much more cost effective and much more degree of freedom to fit for, as you can see, the following applications, including insertion, screw driving, soldering, appearance inspections, and of course, the precision assembly pick and place. And all these applications with the Scala robot really helpful to the labor shortage nowadays to the electronic manufacturing industry, because cost effective, because high cycle time and almost can catch up and much reduce the return of investment. And as you can see here, we have already built up from 400 millimeter, 600 millimeter, 800 millimeters. And also, as you can see from the right side here, we also create the application integrated solution robot, not just the general and the neutral, no application attached. We can provide the easy user interface for the system integrator to integrate the necessary domain application by themselves, but also if there is special requirement that we can provide not only the user interface, but also possibly parts integrated or parts separated, due to Delta company is not supplying only the complete solution, but all the related parts we create and we support, we are open to share to our customers. That is also a very important value that we can contribute and help to our partners. And not only the Scala for the different application scenario, the 6 articulated vertical articulated robot is another kind that used much helpful compared to Scala, and which do have separated different own features that can help to the different kind of application scenario. As you can see, the formal Scala robot can be used for the plane operation environment, but if for vertical operations and multi-degree of freedom and a lot of different angle approach, then that requires 6-axis articulated robot. So for this portion, we also produce and provide. And what we are different from others is we do consider about the application and provide a holder wrist that can support to our system integrator easier to wire the application tools while through our holder wrist, and that can much extend the possible robot system approachable space, because we don't need to worry about the extra wiring outside of the robot arm and to limit it, to restrict the operation flexibility of the robot arm to the working space. And not only the 7 kilogram, but we also upgrade to 12 kilogram. And from the electronics, from the electronic related metal machining, and start to extend to more machine tending and more the heavier workpiece handling, and including the possible machine work machining, for example, the grinding, deburning application, and which is not so easy. In old days, for such kind of work, the deployment time, the installation time takes a lot of time. And nowadays, we are going to introduce you later the cyber physics concept integrated with robotics, and to make the complicated work suddenly become very easy. And later, we introduce you our CAD that can use the CAD base and very easy to define the application contour that the robot system can just in several seconds automatically transfer and to operate the work. Okay, then for the solution considerations for the robot only and the robot peripheral and the robot work cell operations, then we can share with you about this articulated robot solutions, but it's an integrated solution, just as we just mentioned that we can integrate the CAD/CAM system that allowed our customer can not only import the CAD file, but also can design or modify the CAD in order for the workpiece can be much more efficient and much shorter engineering time from the design to the machine can reduce the time as much as possible. So for this case, we can even build up in the same integrated system connected to the factory manufacturing execution system, and to be able to download the manufacturing related information down to this machine tending and machine integrated work cell solutions together. And so as you can see here, it's much more efficient, used to require several different kind of group, including robot team, including CNC team, including machine and system integrators. Nowadays, our solution can provide such kind of solutions, which all already integrated, and the parameters, settings, the communications in between the system architectures well organized can save a lot of engineering time. That also meet with the Industrial 4.0 to reduce the install time, to reduce the deploying time, and even much shorter the commissioning time, and to help the customer to reduce the investment as much as possible. And then we are going to speed up and to very quickly share with you, as you can see here, the left-hand side, the 5-axis robot, we can almost provide to our partners less than 60% of the 6-axis vertical articulated robots price, and to help the customer to achieve the 5 degrees of freedoms applications that can save a lot of time. And at the same time, for some applications require special Z-axis linearity, and these solutions can even better than 6-axis articulated robot. And also in the middle, we spend a lot of time and to help the traditional industry to upgrade to the smart manufacturing. And as you can understand, it's almost impossible for your partner, your customer, to stop their production line in order to change to the smart production. So the conveyor tracking solutions with our flying trigger, flying capture on the fly by the vision system, and can automatically darken and interfacing onto the existing running traditional conveyor line. What does it mean? Still, so far, some of our customers' production line, front end, back end, still operating on the conveyor line. But when the labor work retired or have another choice, or choice not back to the production line, then our robot system can be seamlessly, inclusively accepted by our customer, and can still help for the smart productions. And the right-hand side screw driving robot, as you can see, we are trying very hard to provide a customer to shorten the engineering time and also the one-stop solutions capable of monitoring and controlling screw driving situations. What is the big difference from Data's several screw driving solutions? Normally, people can easily adopt all kinds of driver and attach to a robot, but they can almost very hard to detect the push down pressure and accurate enough. For example, for iPhone, for the mobile phone, some screw is less than 1.0 millimeter, even down to 0.8 millimeter. It's very tight and very easy to be broken. So we do need to provide much smarter sensor fusing solutions, and also at the same time can monitor the situation and to make sure the quality is secure, assured or not. If not, we can almost instantly recognize and stop the production and to make sure the work, the piece, the work, the job done is acceptable, and to make sure there is no waste on the WIP. Okay, this just showing the 5-axis. So a lot of applications required z-axis vertical linearity, but also need to avoid for the components confliction. So as you can see, not only for the traditional production line, data robotics solution can also service for you, but for the different kind of screw driving between electronic manufacturing and also possibly larger diameter for some mechanical screw driving, some automobile related screw driving. Data robotics can also service for you. And as you can see from the slide, there are different kind of power supply or mechanical parts screw driving, and also as you can see the right hand side, to combine the dual arm together for the dual screw drive at the same time is also what Data Robotics can supply. So thanks to our partners that lots of our system integrators accumulating different kind of applications together with Data Robotics design and application support team. We support to the consumer electronics, electronics, food, rubber, and plastics, and metal fabrication. As you can see from the bottom videos, a lot of side video that thanks to our partner and our customers sharing these informations that allow us to help more our precious esteemed customers. Okay. Last and the most important is like to share with you about our simulation technology in order to not only enhance the production efficiency, but also to much more helpful to the pre-production and post-production as well. Later, I will explain to you why not only the production, but also pre and post. As you can see from this slide, originally we are using 2D static display to discuss with the customer and to present to the boss together with our system integrators and equipment makers to try to explain enough to the investor to invest the money for the production line. But actually, sometimes it's just not good enough. So from 2D to 3D and then to 3D dynamic display, and at the same time we can check about the collision, that if there is confliction between the robotics or any movable parts between the machine, between the robot, between the production line. And the most difficult but the most differentiated feature is Data Robotic Simulation Platform can provide you inside built-in CAD engine that allows you to design your machining parts together with our platform, and no need to use another separate CAD. And at the same time, once we have the CAD engine built in, you don't need to back and forth between the CAD system to the robot simulation and robot design and robot language and deployment modification back and forth, costing a lot of time. But based on the single integrated platform, you can do the CAD design, you can modify your CAD design once you have programmed your robot language offline, and then simulate it on the screen and check the automatic path generating together with the application scenario to check if it is correct. If not, it's easy. You can directly modify on the screen of your platform and no need to back and forth to another system, which costs a lot of extra unnecessary time. So here we again emphasize we integrated CAD, CAM, and virtual robot solution simulations together, and to allow you to easily build up your system virtually. No need to wait until the machine built. Then virtually you can build your machine with our platform together with our robot and your machine and your parameters together. Then you can make sure if your solution system correct or not before you submit your drawing to the manufacturer to build up the machine for you. And then of course, when the parts have been assembled, the system have been built, what is another benefit we can support? Of course, for the related workpiece machining, machining contour, machining pace already been set up and testing together with the robot language already written and testing with the possible simulation CAD you already built. Then once your system built up, almost in very short time, maybe several hours or even minutes, that you can run the system and verify your system. And you can see here we have not only the large size mechanical parts, but also the optical parts application, like you can see here, because the optical parts is not so easy for the testing afterwards, but in advance, hopefully can confirm the process operation in advance. And there is many different kind of machining scenarios, not only for the robot to pick the tools to cut the parts, but also hopefully can hold the parts and to approach to the tools. And both such kind of way, especially the remote rotational tool center point functions that also can be provided from data to customers. So as you can see here, the parts can be rotated and attached to the cutting tools. So as we just mentioned, once the system built up, then you can compare in between. And what else? Not only when you build up the system easily, short time, and verify shortly, once the system keep running and you can still feedback the real parameters, the real operating situation back to the virtual platform. The virtual platform can real time receiving the actual system's signals at the same time and compare the situation in between and allow the system keep continuing optimize the system that becomes the system much more autonomous and much more smart. Yes, and very quickly catch up again. And it's not only for the single machine, single arm, but much more complicated, including multi-arm simulations that can be done. And also conveyor trackings As you can discover, the real scenario situations require our simulation platform would like to support you not to virtual viewer point, but also the physical viewer point, and hopefully can work together with you to achieve so-called cyber physics system that can fit for the future smart manufacturing demand. And as you can see here, we built in the CAT engine inside. So from zero, from the individual single component up to the system to the production line can be supported. And here also, usually very difficult to simulate, like the computer trackings, and also for the mobile robot system into the production line. And we are enhancing our smart logistics functions under progressing, and now for small area movement all together. Hopefully, future can be much more enhanced, and not only for the robot solutions, but also for the smart factory as well, and to enhance the cyber physics function together. So, hope above sharing can have the chance to share with you. And furthermore, we would like to share with you what is the advantage of Delta's industrial robot can help you. And the reason for you to consider is, of course, Delta is not only robot supplier, but also all kinds of industrial automations, and not only for the hardware, but also for the software, including the machine interconnected, like the SCADA, like the we call the CIM solutions, DIA link, and also the smart factory the operations software, including automatic material handling, logistics software, warehouse, the control software, and the complete manufacturing execution system as well. So one-stop solution, not only the robot, but the related smart manufacturing solutions for our customers, hopefully much more helpful and shorten the time in between to integrate it, and reduce the troublesome to integrate different vendors together. And of course, the excellent product quality is one of the most important goal that we are working from the beginning till now. And of course, for the future, we will keep always to keep improving the best quality we can provide to our customer. And the direct real-time service is much more important because we are transferring not only the module, not only the system, but also the solution to our customer. So this is also why we mentioned before about our one press order, but the worldwide service system, that we have each region local support power that can support the real worldwide real-time service to our customers. At last, we would like to share you the most precious portions, our own internal successful experience adopting robot solution into our production line. We also leverage our own adopting experience to develop the customized, helpful, and satisfied products and solutions suitable for the customer's application scenario as well. For example, the multi-angle 5-axis scatter to satisfy our own production line, that our own production line owner always argue, please much more cost effective, please much more flexible. And of course, the sorting machine, including our intelligent calibration solution that allow our production line can switch the line in just maybe 5-10 seconds based on the calibrations. Even the soldering tip change daily can still recover the production line very quickly. And of course, including the flexible feeding solutions that can allow for the robot system much easier to fit to all kinds of machine and the related peripherals together. And we like to present you our values of data solutions. Like you can see here, the abundant industrial know-how and successful cases, like we just mentioned to you, which have been validated to align with our smart manufacturing requirements, solutions, and the benefits. And of course, the extensive industrial experience to help customers to solve each different kind of pain points. And not only our need only, we also very pleased to make the necessary customized system solution to help our customer to solve their pain points. And integrated solutions for immediate adoptions is also very important. The professional R&D, technical and sales and service teams for fast and reliable service and warranty based on not only one region, but a global distributed region to support the local trend. Nowadays, we need to have a global view, but need to have a localized instant real-time support as well. Integrated horizontal and vertical system for synergies. As you can see, from the system devices to manufacturing management, from the hardware operating technology to the information technology, data provides optimized consulting, technical, and integration service with data automation system implementation and integration technologies. And last, the solid consulting capabilities for customers' requirements. As you can see here, Delta support and supply not only the solid product solutions, but the invisible, sustainable, continual consultants always consider the view of the customer in order to make our customer success, provide comprehensive before and after services. Not only for the solution provider, after service, including possible we called diligent, we called accessories effort together with our customer based on our artificial intelligence on the cloud and software and data analysis continuously customer oriented to provide a reliable long-term partner. Yes, at last, Delta sincerely provide you and hope to support you from time to time the integrated software and hardware to easily build smart robotic workstation and to support your future and current necessary smart manufacturing. Above, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pan, for the splendid presentation and sharing, as well as the breakthrough in smart production line solutions and business opportunities under the trend of machinery industry. Through innovation and wellness, Mr. Pan provides the experiences of the robotic automation system sharing, and to create a smarter and vision future in the meantime. Through the in-depth exchanges, I believe there are many ideas just like the humble sea waiting to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, after hearing so many insightful and in-depth discussions from our speakers, this webinar has come to an end. Today, we have 3 representatives from machinery field leaders to share their latest development and business opportunities in the smart manufacturing market. In response to the global trend of smart manufacturing, these world-leading manufacturers not only strive to meet the customer's needs, but also enhance the possibilities of smart automation system and industrial combinations. Once again, we thank the speakers for their remarkable speeches and thank everyone for your participation. We hope you find today's webinar informative and fruitful. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar. We hope you the best and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Goodbye.